2093 species in genus Euphorbia. What is Euphorbia? Euphorbia, also known as spurge, is a diverse genus of flowering plants in the family Euphorbiaceae. This genus includes over 2,000 species, ranging from tiny annual plants to large, long-lived trees. Euphorbias are known for their unique shapes and structures, often resembling cacti, but they belong to a different plant family. They can be found in various habitats, from deserts to tropical forests. See full list at monsteraholic.com. How to care for Euphorbia. Caring for Euphorbia involves a few key considerations. These plants generally prefer well-draining soil and bright, indirect sunlight. Overwatering can be fatal, so it's crucial to let the soil dry out between waterings. In terms of temperature, Euphorbias thrive in warm conditions but can tolerate some cold if kept dry. Fertilizing during the growing season with a balanced, water-soluble fertilizer can also support their growth. How to propagate Euphorbia. Propagating Euphorbia is relatively straightforward. Most species can be propagated through cuttings. When taking cuttings, wear gloves to avoid the toxic sap. Allow the cuttings to callus over for a few days before planting them in a well-draining soil mix. Keep the cuttings in a warm, bright location, but out of direct sunlight until they root. Which Euphorbia plant causes cancer? There is concern about the toxicity of Euphorbia plants, but there is no direct evidence that they cause cancer. However, Euphorbia sap contains irritants that can cause severe skin and eye irritation. It is always wise to handle these plants with care, using gloves and protective eyewear. Is Euphorbia deer-resistant? Yes, many Euphorbia species are deer-resistant. Their milky sap is unpalatable to deer and other herbivores, making them a great choice for gardens where deer are a problem. Does Euphorbia flower? Yes, Euphorbia plants do flower. Their flowers are usually small and not very showy, but they are often surrounded by colorful bracts that can be quite striking. The flowers are typically found at the tips of the stems and can add an interesting element to the plant's appearance. How to propagate Euphorbia cactus. Propagating Euphorbia cactus, like other Euphorbia species, involves taking cuttings. Choose a healthy stem and cut it at an angle. Allow the cutting to callus for a few days, then plant it in a cactus mix or well-draining soil. Water sparingly until you see new growth, indicating that roots have developed. How to prune Euphorbia. Pruning Euphorbia is essential to maintain its shape and remove any dead or damaged parts. Use clean, sharp tools and wear protective gloves to avoid the sap. Cut back stems to the desired length and remove any yellowing or diseased leaves. Pruning can also help encourage new growth and more vigorous blooming. Is Euphorbia a perennial? Many Euphorbia species are perennials, meaning they live for more than 2 years. They can provide continuous interest in the garden with their unique forms and occasional blooms. However, some species are annuals, completing their life cycle in one growing season. Is Euphorbia poisonous? Yes, Euphorbia is poisonous. The milky sap, known as latex, can cause severe irritation to the skin and eyes. Ingesting any part of the plant can lead to nausea, vomiting, and other symptoms of poisoning. Always handle these plants with care and keep them away from pets and children. Euphorbia versus cactus. Euphorbia and cacti are often confused due to their similar appearance, especially the succulent varieties. However, they belong to different plant families. Euphorbias have a milky sap and unique floral structures, while cacti have areoles, which are small, cushion-like structures from which spines, hair, and flowers grow. Understanding these differences can help in properly identifying and caring for these plants. Euphorbia versus Pachypodium. Euphorbia and Pachypodium are both succulent plants, but they differ in several ways. Pachypodiums are known for their thick, spiny stems and large, showy flowers, while euphorbias have a wide variety of forms and typically less conspicuous flowers. Pachypodiums also have a different growth habit, often resembling small trees with a swollen trunk. What to plant with Euphorbia? Euphorbias pair well with other drought-tolerant plants like succulents, ornamental grasses, and Mediterranean herbs. Their unique forms provide contrast and interest in mixed plantings. Consider pairing them with plants that have complementary textures and colors to create a visually appealing garden space. In conclusion, euphorbias are fascinating and versatile plants that can add unique beauty to any garden. By understanding their care requirements and handling them with care, You can enjoy their distinctive forms and interesting characteristics.